Who are they playing, Coach? Iowa. There you go.
Being Irish of Notre Dame.
We're going to take a break right now, and right behind these doors, you see the press. Over to the Delta Center to talk to Larry Miller. Gosh dang it, I forgot my line.
Oh, yes, you know him, you love him. Like the good old days, TV voice of the Utah Jazz, Craig Bolerjack, joining us now. Just some memories. That was your goodbye piece when you left here in 1998. Yeah, wow.
Wow, just like that. Yeah. Jeremiah, good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Rod, you haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, haven't. Have you ever seen a wilder and crazier 2 weeks for Jazz offseason in their history?
No. You know, Karl Malone always gave us kind of a surprise every summer about, I'll never play for the Jazz again. We could use our Karl Malone impersonations here, but Karl and Larry had
we don't want to beat a dead horse to death.
They had such a special relationship, and that really kind of drove the boat from the end of May until about the 1st of September. And Karl was always had an issue, wanted to renegotiate the contract, but no, this has been. I didn't expect this much turn, and it's been a wild 2 weeks.
Well, at least Karl knew how to use a phone to call the Millers.
Ouch.
Good job.
So that leads us into Gordon Hayward. Okay, leaving for Boston, but the way he handled it, the way he held the Jazz hostage, didn't call them, held them hostage for 12, 14 hours so they couldn't sign a good free agent that they wanted. That kind of put a bad face on Gordon Hayward.
It has, and it probably will carry with him for quite a while. And, you know, Gordon is a good person, I think, overall, and a heck of a basketball player. But if he could rewind the last week and a half, I think, guys, he would. Yeah. Bottom line about Hayward is that, you know, he's a terrific young talent, but I don't think, and, you know, I never really thought he would stay. And I know that's hindsight 2020. That's an easy thing for me to say. But I never had a really good feeling, Rod and Jeremiah, that Hayward was sold for the long term here. And I think the reason will go back to this. Brad Stevens brought him out of high school, let him grow a bit. And then, of course, in his op-ed column, the last thing he said was, we have business to finish, which meant to Coach Brad Stevens, we didn't get it done in college. Now we're going to get it done in the NBA with the Boston Celtics. Look, it's hard to go home. Don't know if that's going to occur or not. Not sure how the Boston Celtics as a team will embrace him if they look at him as Brad's guy. So Jay Crowder, I don't think will be too happy. But look, you wish him well. And the path to the Eastern Conference Championship is easier because the West is loaded.
Now, Gordon's heart wasn't here. Looks like Rudy's is.
Yes.
Can the Jazz build around Rudy Gobert? Is he the leader and the player that they can do that with?
He took no time, Jeremiah, to take over that position, and I think you have to salute him because that's Rudy. And Rod, you guys know that, you know, he's a special guy who wants to prove that at 7'1" he's not a fluke, and a lot of bigs don't have the heart to take it to the next level. He does, and he wants to be the best in the NBA, and nearly achieved that this year, by the way. Shot blocker extraordinaire, best in the league, made the all-defensive team, second team all-NBA. A lot of good things there. And yes, with Hayward's departure and George Hill, you lose 37 to 38 points a night. So it's going to be a defensive gem the Jazz are going to have to build around that man, Rudy Gobert.
Big difference between Hayward, the leader on the court, and Rudy is that Hayward really didn't hang around the guys, but Rudy does. And we've got picture proof to prove it, right?
Absolutely. He's been out boxing. He's been out doing help days around the city. Look at the build on this guy. Yeah, he wants to be the best. And you know what? You can't teach that. It's either in you or it's not. And Gobert has all those attributes, and I'm anxious to see him grow even more this year.
Ricky Rubio, they brought him in. Okay, doesn't score as many as George Hill. Better distributor of the ball. That could help out in the long run.
You know, I think it's a system. As Ricky Rubio comes to the Utah Jazz, He was a phenom, really, his rookie year before the ACL. He has a little Pistol Pete to him in the way that he can distribute a ball. Now, is he Pistol Pete? No. But the bottom line is he's a pass-first guard. And as the second half of the season came about last year, his offensive production did increase. And I think that's helpful, obviously, in this Jazz system. And I'm a believer. You can thrive in a system, and I think he will thrive in the Quinn Snyder system.
The rookie, they traded up to the 13th pick to get him, Donovan Mitchell.
Wow. Yeah.
You watched him in the summer league. You got a front row seat, but no doubt that he did impress some people and turned a lot of heads, Jeremiah.
Yeah, let's watch some of his highlights from summer league.
We like that he likes to defend, you know, and I think the competitor in him will allow him to play early in his career.
Donovan Mitchell, not only athletic, but a high basketball IQ.
The one thing that surprised me, he's got great vision.
Donovan Mitchell's showing the full repertoire right here.
We don't want to put too much pressure on him, but we feel like he's a guy that can fit our group.
How powerful is he?
That's the perfect word for him.
He knows how to play hard.
He attacked, he knocked down threes, he can defend, he's physical. That guy's good, huh?
Wow.
Quinn's going, man, I might be able to, you know, life might be pretty good.
Well, there's a reason why he's smiling.
That's a lot of highlights in summer league.
We saw a lot of great things from Donovan Mitchell. It's summer league.
Sure.
Should we temper our excitement and wait to see what he can do?
It's hard to, because I don't think we've had a rookie that has shown so much talent in such a short period of time, plus personality that goes with that talent. So, no, don't temper it. I think he expects and he wants to push himself, and that's what the Jazz need, a personality, a young player that can come in now with Hayward's departure. And Jeremiah, this guy has kind of flipped Salt Lake City upside down, much like Gobert has.
Yeah, fans need something to get excited about right now. I say, why not as well? And I look at not just his offensive game, his athleticism and the highlights, but it's the defense.
Yeah.
He fits what Utah's looking for. He fits what the Jazz want.
See, there we go again. It's about the system, and Quinn Snyder has a defensive mindset to him. Would he like to play a little bit more up pace? Who wouldn't in the NBA, especially in the Western Conference? But with Hayward's departure and George Hill, I'm anxious to see how Rubio fits in, how Donovan Mitchell fits in. Does Dante Exum guys have it? Yeah. I don't know, and I don't think anyone really can tell us that for sure.
They had a good mesh going, though, in the summer games, summer league here in Salt Lake.
In the 3 games they played together, I saw some, and right here, I mean, the behind-the-back pass is one of the highlights that we had at the Huntsman Center, and I saw good things from Dante, more of kind of an attitude, which you have to have to play 82 or 80 games in this league, and you hope maybe he's forgotten about the injury and that the hype of Dante Exum will come to fruition.
You mentioned that he's got the attitude. That's the best thing that I liked about Donovan Mitchell. He doesn't take any grief from guff from anybody.
No, not at all.
He's got that fire.
And you know what? Tatum's a good player, by the way, for Boston. But again, Ball has played extremely well in Las Vegas. Those 3 guys impressed me the most so far this summer.
You've seen a lot of star players. There's this it factor that those guys have. He seems to have it.
You know, what is it? It is what it is. It is personality. It is attitude. It is talent. It is vertical jump. It is hitting threes. And it is playing defense. And he has the personality to go with it.
Well, I worked side by side with you for a number of years, and you didn't have a vertical jump, but you had it. So
I can't jump.
Okay,
Are you
quickly, with the departure of Hayward, they had to bring in some people trying to fill some scoring, maybe, because where's the scoring going to come from? Rodney Hood's got to step up his game, but Cephalosha, Jerebko, and Udo. Are they just filling holes for temporarily or what?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think Dennis did a terrific job last year with George Hill, Boris Diaw, and Joe Johnson, who still remains on the Jazz roster. Joe is only one of the three. I think it's a good blend of both youth still and veterans who know how to play the game and can fit into a system quickly. Jerebko can draw defenders and still hit the three. Cephalosha, during his heyday, is one of the better defenders in the NBA. And Udo also is a Euro MVP Final Four guy who's been around the block, nearly a double-double, can block shots. He's a great backup.
Bowler, thanks for your insight. It's going to be interesting to see if the Jazz score enough points.
I forgot my pants tonight, but that's the way it goes.
But the hat's awesome.
Thank you for that.
Man. Yeah.
Bowler, always a
Good
pleasure.
to see you guys, Jeremiah. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to have you back in our studio.